Yes, we're live. We're live. This is F1 Grandstand. This is your Mexico Grand Prix FP1 watch along. As you can see here, this magical box on the screen. Hey, Triple X. This is where we're going to have our live timings. That feed doesn't start until 1/2 the hour. So we'll have all live timings. We've got track. We've got some big upgrades for Mexico. A whole new setup for the watch-alongs. Great to have you in the chat there, Triple X. Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting watch-along this because, hey, Kale, Kale, called you Kale. Hey, Kyle, nice to have you with us, my friend. Don't know why I called you Kale. It's a lovely bit of greenery for your salad. Gemma's excited to the timing. So am I, because we've worked really hard on getting these timings in the live track. But because of the way the data feeds work from F1, it doesn't start until 1/2 exactly when the session starts. I've got my fingers crossed it all works perfectly well because it's really freaking cool, let me tell you. We've got big upgrades at F1 Grandstand for the watch along. Live timings, we've got live track, we've done some tweaking so you can actually see the cars on the track. It's some cool shit. Some cool shit coming your way. Kyle says, I have a coffee cup someone made me that says kale. It's my favourite cup. Yeah, brilliant. So bear with us. In about 8 minutes time, we will have live timings, live track, and some very cool stuff. So how you all doing this Friday evening? It's I'm not gonna lie, this first FP session, which is in the UK, is at 7:30. I've got another one at 11 o'clock tonight, 2.5 hours. I hope you're all going to stay up with me. We can enjoy that together. But yeah, it's going to be a good one. So this big upgrade at F1 Grandstand with all of the live timings, track. I'm really excited to see it roll out. But because we haven't had the live data to use it with, I'm going to see it for the first time in 7 minutes time, along with you. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for the excitement. I am. So yeah, we're all doing it together. Don't forget FP1. We are gonna see some rookies today in FP1. We're gonna see just to let you know who we've got. We're gonna be seeing Pato Ward in for Lando Norris in the McLaren. We've got Ferrari. We've got Antonio Fuoco in for Lewis Hamilton. He is a Le Mans 24-hour winner. Red Bull have got Arvid Lindblad in for Max Verstappen in this FP1 session. Mercedes have got Frederick Vesti in for George Russell. Aston Martin have got Jack Crawford in for Lance Stroll. The Jack Crawford one's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how quick he is because he's currently P2 in F2. Looks like he's got that reserve driver role at Cadillac. It looks like he might be the future of Cadillac Racing, actually. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in the Aston Martin. Paul Aaron in for Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. That's interesting because Franco Colapinto, Paul Aaron, is his big competition, along with Yuki Tsunoda, I think, for that Alpine seat for 2026. So that's going to be interesting. Which other rookies are in today? We've got Rio Hirakawa in for Oliver Bearman. He was an Alpine driver, but he switched to Haas, didn't he? So yeah, he's in for Oliver Bearman. And we've got Ayumi Iwasa in for Liam Lawson in the Racing Bulls. Interesting how he does. I like this kid for William. He's driving for Williams today. Luke Browning. He's won some F2 races this year. Good driver. He's in for Carlos Sainz in the Williams. So we will get to see how all of these drivers, all these rookies do in this FP1 session. Although I do think if you're Carlos Sainz or you're Lewis Hamilton, you're Lando Norris, or if you're any of the guys who are having to miss out on FP1, I think it is a bit of a disadvantage. I know everyone has to do it. Everyone has to do it, but it is a disadvantage when you're trying to get that car settled right. I mean, look at what happened with McLaren when they both got knocked out of the sprint race in the US Grand Prix in Austin, Texas. They couldn't get the ride height set up. nailed on, could they? So losing track time for a driver is just as bad as a team losing track time. So I do think it's a bit of a disadvantage for all those guys who are giving up their seats for the rookies to get the rookies to get a little day out on a low grip track, which is always interesting. Yeah, that is always interesting. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Here we go. How about this? Da-da-da-da. What we saying? How do you like the new graphics, ladies and gentlemen? How do we like my new timing graphics? We've got, let me just take you around the screen. So we've got Mexico Grand Prix, free practice 1. We've got the track temperature. We've got the air temperature. We've got the percentage chance of rain, telling us the track is clear, 1 to 20. We've got all of the deltas. We've got the track on the screen. All of the cars, you'll see them go around the track. I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, Triplex says Bortoletto #1. Let's keep it that way. Yeah, Bortoletto, wasn't he your driver of the weekend prediction? Triplex. Chef says, can I take a survey? How many prefer in-session commentary for the international feed, F1 TV feed? Right, I'm going to tell you, I do like Sky F1's commentary. I like Crofty. I think he's he is good. But to be honest, I kind of prefer what we do together on our live stream, because we can really discuss the action a lot more than say what the commentators are doing. So if there's something that goes on that requires a bit more attention, we can discuss those things. So I think I like a mix. I like a mix of a bit of Crofty on Sky F1. I like a bit of you in the chat, and then a bit of me to bounce ideas off you. That's kind of my favourite mix of commentary, I think. Triplex says, I like Sky when they don't talk about drivers or incidents. Yeah. Or when they're not showing wives and girlfriends. No one cares. No one cares about your wife and girlfriend, to be honest. In the pits. We're not bothered. Oh, I'm very... So far, so good. Let's see. I want to see these deltas. I want to see these times coming up to make sure we've got this right. And I want to give a big shout out to my mate, Critch, who helped me get all this boxed off and set up for the stream. Oh yeah, Triplex says, show the wives and girlfriends during free practice. Yeah, that's the time to show the wives and girlfriends in free practice, but not during the race. I always end up missing loads of action. So Gemma says, have you been juicing today? You're talking about me? Have I been juicing? Why did you say that? Oh, you're not talking to me. You're talking to Kyle. I've had a cup of coffee. Someone made that. Oh, because of Kale. I get it. I've gone back to the chat. So Gemma said, have I been juicing today? Because I called Kyle Kale. Right, I get it. So Gemma says, this has our side quest. How many rookies hit the wall? Yes, great point, Kyle. We have to mention this. If you've not got involved in this, Kyle came up with a good idea. It's our little side quest. Because we've got 9 rookies in FP1, we're all taking bets on how many rookies are gonna stack it in FP1 because of this low grip track. I think Kyle said 3. Gemma said 3. I'm going to go with 2. Chef says minimum 3. I'm a bit more positive. I think there's going to be 2 rookies that stack it. Well, there's 9 rookies out on track. 9. Yeah, there's 9 rookies out on track. Lindblad, Crawford. Oh, the timing still like they're working. They're all out on the hards. Okay. It looks like it's working. Hadjar out on the mediums. So Triflexy says I'm going with 6. You reckon 6 out of the 9 are going to stack it? Okay. First red flag in the first 8 minutes. I'm going to have to start doing an F1 grandstand book. Like, I'm going to have to set up like an online bookies so we can take bets. Chef saying first red flag in the first 8 minutes. All right, let's see. Well, 59 minutes left. So you've got before that clock hits 52 minutes, we'll get a red flag. All right. I think it's going to be a bit. I think it'll be later than that. I'm going to say the first red flag will. First red flag will be. I'm going to go 17 minutes in. 43 minutes. I think the rookies are going to take it really steady for the first like 15 minutes, and then someone's going to stack it. So I'm going to say 17 minutes in. And Triplex is saying Oscar in the wall. Jeez. Gemma didn't even put Oscar in her top 5 for the Grand Prix. Oscar didn't make it into the top 5. So I'm loving this. I'm loving the live timings. It's looking quite good. What do you think, guys? What do you think of the setup? Do you like it? The new watch-along setup. Hopefully you're watching it on a big enough screen where all that data is actually visible to you. Okay, so they are out on track now. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. See, Delta's coming in, as you can see here. It's populating. So far, so good. Touch wood. I think we may have nailed this. As for my track, though, I'm not sure that is working ideally. I'm not getting the cars going on the track. I'll have to work on that. So, slight technical issue. Because the little balls are the representative of the cars, and they're supposed to go on the track. I am unsure as to why that is not working. Let's see if it's working on the feed. I don't think any of the transponders are working. Give it a minute. We'll give it a minute to see whether that does start working for us. Like I said, this is literally day one of our new system. Okay, well, the boys are out on track. Hadjar, currently fastest man on track. Purple in every sector. He's on the medium though, whereas nearly every other driver's on the hard, apart from Hulkenberg. Ocon's on the medium. Hulkenberg's on the medium. Hadjar's on the medium. We've also got another clever little overlay. So, incidents. So, we've got an incident. So, as incidents come in, I can bring up the live incidents window over the top of the live timings. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, this is decent. Okay, so we've got Hadjar P1, Piastri P2, Owasa P3, Colapinto, then Antonelli and Albon, Ocon, Browning P8. We've got Frederick P10, Lindblad P6. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how these rookies do. The only thing is, when I'm looking at I'm remembering all the rookies' names. That's the thing. Mm-mm. 5 minutes in, no significant events yet. Sonoda P2, not often you see that. Leclerc, not surprised, he's up in P1. Unsurprised. Oh, this is a great question, Kyle. How many rookies will outperform the full-time driver? Yeah, I predict Jack Crawford in FP1 will outperform Stroll in FP2. That's not a bad shout because Jack Crawford is freaking quick. What is he, P2 in F2 at the moment? I'm really keen to see what happens with Jack Crawford, because Jack Crawford, I believe, has got the reserve seat at Cadillac. So, hey, DT, you see, what do you think, DT? We've upgraded live times and we've got a track. This track, by the way, is supposed to have the cars going around it. Doesn't seem to be working too well, but we'll get to the bottom of it. I'll get my boy who's helped me put this together. But yeah, do you like it? Do you like it, DT? It's pretty good, isn't it? We've been doing some bets, DT. Chef brought in a whole new side quest, which was, at what minute will the first red flag happen in FP1, knowing that we've got 9 rookies out there? I said it'll be, the first red flag will be it'll be 17 minutes in, so that'll be 43 minutes left to go. That's what I think. And I think there's going to be 2 rookies in the wall. Chef thinks 3. Triple X thinks 6. 6 rookies are going to stack it. Gemma thinks 3. So DT says 34 minutes in. All right. I like this game. Yeah, Chef. 8 minutes was too ambitious. They're all on the best behaviour. You know, they've got this first chance out in an F1 car. It's when they just start going, oh, I can push it a bit further, push it a bit further. That's why I think first 15 minutes, everyone's going to be well behaved. Triple X has gone 11 minutes and 33 seconds. How specific? All right, we'll see. But this is a great game. I love it. They're going to play exactly, DT. That's my thought. That's my thought. They're going to be conservative. But I thought like 17 minutes. Somebody's going to push it just a bit too hard. It's a low grip track. Piastri's currently P1, as you'd expect. Is Stroll even out on track? No, it's Alonso. Stroll. Oh yeah, but well, I know what you were saying. When Stroll's back in the car in FP2, Jack Crawford will have been quicker than him in FP1. I get it. Oh, that's a good question, Kyle. How many rookies will outperform the second car in FP1? Will Lindblad outperform Yuki? I tell you what, it'd be a bad look for Yuki if he does. But could he? The problem with Arvid Lindblad is, first half of the season, he looked like a phenom. He looked fantastic. Yeah, that's right. Crawford's in Stroll's car. But he looked fantastic. It's just the second half of this season, it's just not looked as good, has it? It really hasn't. Yeah, just hasn't quite looked as good. So Lindblad, though, he's only 0.2 slower than Yuki at the moment. That's not, that isn't bad, is it? And is Yuki on the hard tyre? So Lindblad's on the hard tyre and Tsunoda, yeah, they're both on the hard tyre. Okay, so it is comparable. But Lindblad has put in the quickest second sector out of anybody. No, it's gone. Oh, Ocon has now. He's got the quickest second sector. Kyle says, your live timings are quicker than my F1 TV feed. Brilliant. I love that. Yeah, Ocon's P1. On the medium tyre. Yeah. Oh, I've got friends in high places, DT. Friends in high places, look at it. I mean, I think it's a bit glitchy though at the moment, because I'm getting some, my clock's not timing down for some reason. That should be ticking down, but we haven't got that at the moment. And the track isn't working properly. But we do have a track. I think it'll probably work for FP2. But at least we're getting the deltas, we're getting the times. That's good. And it's traveling nice and quickly for everybody, which is what we want. So yeah, big upgrade. This, you know, I told you I'd be bringing an upgrade to Mexico. Right? I like it. I think it's good. I do think it's good, as long as you've got it on a big enough screen where you can take advantage of it. So, Destroy Television says, my stream is at 49:30 remaining as of this moment. Okay, mine's at 48:30. 48:34. So we're coming up to my prediction. So we're coming up to my prediction, actually. I think the first red flag is going to be at 43 minutes. Chef's ambitious 8 minutes has gone by already. And actually, Gemma's 11 minutes, 17 seconds has gone as well. Yeah, Vesti is quick in that Mercedes. He's 7/10 off Ocon, but he's only a 10th behind Piastri. Yeah. He is. Alonso's just gone P8. Jack Crawford, see, he's got a benchmark now. Alonso, if Jack Crawford can get anywhere close to Alonso, then we know what we're working with. Iwasa in the Racing Bull, gone P10. Sorry, not Iwasa, Ayumi. Yeah, so I think Jack. Okay, that's not a bad time from Hirawasa in the Haas. That's pretty good time, that. One of the worst cars. No, you can't argue with that. Hello to everyone who's just joined the stream. This is F1 Grandstand. We've got live timings. We've got maps, which is not quite working, but it will be working for FP2. Fingers crossed. And yeah, live commentary. And we're also betting, not for money, just for bragging rights. We're betting on when we think the first red flag is going to happen in FP1 due to the fact there's 9 rookies out there. So get your bets into the chat. It's coming up to my time. I said 43 minutes. 43 minutes left. So that'll be 17 minutes in. And we're at 46 minutes right now. Hulkenberg. The Hulk's gone fastest of all. Hadjar gone faster than him. So really, the quickest rookie at the moment is Vesti in P8. Lindblad P9. Hirawasa in the Haas P10. Browning. Then we got Iwasa in the Racing Bull 14. Browning in the P15. Jack Crawford struggling actually down P17. He needs to show us something. And then we've got Paul Aaron who's just come out in the Alpine. He's on his outlap. And the Ferrari, we've got Foucault, who's 19th. And Antonelli's down in P20. Don't know what he's doing. Yeah. Kimmy's down in P20. So what we're really looking for is I want to see a rookie just nail a lap. Do you know what I mean? I want to see a rookie just surprise everybody. Trouble is all the rookies are on the hard tyre. There's no rookie on the medium tyre, so they should not be able to put in a P1 time. Really. Plus, they're not going to bin the... Imagine if they bin the car. You know, if you're Max Verstappen and Arvid Lindblad's put your car in the wall, you're not going to be very happy, are you? Lindblad's gone P7. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving all this. I know triplex. Yeah, we got a yellow. What? We got a yellow flag. Let's see. This is a good time to check our incidents. Nah, no. My incidents. We do not have any incidents data as of yet. But we have got that. All this will be for the race. We'll have all of this. We'll have all of the incidents data. We'll have all of the track data. We'll have basically you just get. I think we're just on a limited data feed because it's FP1, which is literally just the timings. But by the time we get into qualifying race weekend, we'll have everything. So any incidents, yellow flags, we'll have all the data from the stewards that we'll be able to chuck up on screen as well, which is very cool. Actually, very cool. Yeah, that was the shortest yellow flag. Oh, so that's my 43 minutes. No red flag though. No one's binned it. What was the yellow flag for? Kyle, do you know what it was for? Did someone spin? Rookie error. There was a double yellow for Paul Aaron. Paul Aaron went off his own. That was his outlap. That was literally Paul Aaron's outlap, wasn't it? Yeah. Not very good, but then, you know, he's competing with Cole Pinto, isn't he? To try and nick that Alpine seat for next year. Apparently he's in the mix, but I think Yuki's in the mix for that now as well. So 42 minutes left, no red flags. We were all a little ambitious, apart from DT. Detroit Television said 34 minutes, I think, was his bet. I'm going to just rewind. He can't lie because it's in the chat. Yeah, 34 minutes in. So that would make it 26 minutes to go. That is Detroit. You can still get your bets in. Everyone can have another go. Destroy Television's in for 34 minutes in for the first red flag. Excuse me. Yeah, loving these live timings. It's a big upgrade. Yeah, Destroy Telling would never lie to you. Of course not. We reverse jinxed him. I know. Can you? That's true, Triplex. Can you imagine if no one bins it? Literally, they have a flawless FP1, every one of them. The pressure's going to build, though. If you're Jack Crawford and you're 2 seconds behind Fernando Alonso's pace, you've got to put in you've got to put in a lap, right? You got to have a go. And let's face it, he's only going to be binning Lance's car. So I'm not going to start Lance bashing like you lot. I'm not getting on that. I'm not getting on that tip. The Lance bashing tip. But I would like to see Jack Crawford show some pace for sure. Considering he's going to be the future of Cadillac F1. He really is. Jack Crawford, 2 years' time. Yeah, he'll be part of the Cadillac driver lineup, driver 1 or 2. Him and Colton Herta. That is the Cadillac plan. I was reading an interesting article today in motorsport.com about why McLaren and Red Bull both managed to solve the ride height puzzle. They've both managed to get their cars operating now at the correct ride height to get maximum ground effect and to not have an illegal plank wear, and why Ferrari have been unable to master it. And that new rear suspension upgrade they brought, like mid-season, has made it worse because that new suspension is not really you can't really alter it. So yeah, they never actually managed to crack the issue with being able to run it a low enough ride height, which that car was designed at, because of the illegal plank wear. Where the other teams like McLaren and Red Bull have managed to engineer the car so the plank wear happens at the front and not under the driver. So when they finish the race, the plank wear isn't illegal, and yet they get to run at the optimum ride height. And Ferrari just haven't seemed to manage it. Crazy, isn't it? How McLaren crack it, Red Bull have cracked it mid-season, yet Ferrari just haven't been able to do it. But what I would say is apparently Ferrari are now listening to Lewis Hamilton. We spoke about it on the show the other night, didn't we? Maybe it's time to listen to Lewis. And apparently that is what they're doing. Apparently a lot of Lewis's recommendations the team are adopting. Unfortunately, we won't see Lewis in action until 11 o'clock tonight in FP2. Oh. So Antonelli currently fastest with a 120. Just 1/10 behind him is Hadjar. Ocon. Well, that's, I mean, to be fair, Antonelli's on the hard tyre. So obviously trying to get some data on that hard tyre. I don't think anyone's going to run the hard tyre though. I think it's going. I think people are going to try and run a medium and soft. I'd be surprised if the hard tyre makes an outing on anyone's car in the race. But what do I know? But they will be getting some valuable data by running the hard tyre here, I'm sure. So as expected, all of the experienced drivers are out in front. There's no rookie who has really done anything to get us excited yet. But it's like what we spoke about earlier. Could you just imagine if Arvid Lindblad put in an absolute flyer quicker than Yuki? I mean, I don't know. I'm not even sure they give them max power, on the settings with the rookies that are out in FP1. Because if you're driving Max Verstappen's car, we spoke about it before, like, you're probably going to detune. You're probably just going to not have optimum performance on that car. You're going to turn the engine down a little bit. So Piastri's come out on the soft. He's trying to get some data on the soft. Okay. Obviously wants to put a quick lap in. Hadjar P1. Oh, we're not. So Kyle's guess. GP2 engine. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure they give max performance in the all. I don't think all the dials are dialed up to 11, right? When you've got the rookies in, I'm pretty sure they're going to nerf the cars slightly when the rookies are out there, especially on a low grip track. However, we've still got DT's prediction, first red flag. He's got another 8 minutes yet. It'll be 26 minutes in. 26 minutes to go. But no one's done anything that exciting. I'm sorry, but FP1 is so freaking boring a lot of the time, isn't it? And now the rookies are out there. No one's been in it. No one's putting in like setting the world on fire with a quick lap either. It's all a bit dull. FP2 will be better. We have to wait 2.5 hours after this for that. But we will be better. Because that's when the guys we'll see who's quick and who isn't. Because at the minute, it's very hard to tell who's actually improved the car in Mexico, which cars are really working well. Because we don't get a lot of data from the rookies, do we? Piastri, obviously, he's out on the softs. You'd expect him to be quickest. He is quickest. DT says the trick is not to watch FP1. The excitement always happens when you're not watching. That's how the universe works. I have to watch it. I have to watch all of it. But no. But listen, there can be some exciting things. Wasn't it FP1 where Alexander Albon's brakes set on fire in Singapore? That was FP1. That was quite interesting. So sometimes you do get some interesting. Yeah, you're right, Triplex. We're not really learning a lot in this session. But FP2, you don't want to miss that because we will learn something from that. We will walk away from FP2 knowing whether Ferrari are going to be competitive. Because look at Leclerc, he's down in P14. He's not even trying. He's not putting in any laps. Like I say, Piastri's put the softs on. He's gone a second quicker than everybody else. But he's on the softs. But those softs will degrade quickly here. So even though the softs are going to be quick, I don't think you'll be able to go that far into the race on the soft tyres. Okay, so that's just watching Paul Aaron. Oh, no, it's Franco. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Franco Colapinto. Just watch Franco Colapinto just keep out the wall. We nearly had a red flag then, but it was Franco Colapinto who nearly put it in the wall. Not even a rookie. Yeah, Jonathan Wheatley just saying on the Sky coverage about the traffic. Well, yeah, you're going to get that. You got 9 rookies out there. They're going to be, they're going to be taking it steady when they're not on a hot lap. But at the moment, Piastri. Oh no, we've got Antonelli's come out on the softs now as well. Leclerc's put some softs on. Vesti's got some softs on. Okay, Hulkenberg's got some of the rookies have got some softs on now. So Vesti's got some softs on. Jack Crawford's got the mediums on. Who else has got? Hirakwa, he's got the softs on the Haas. So we might see some quick laps from the rookies now. Browning's gone P5 in the Williams on the mediums. That's not a bad lap. I mean, he's almost identical to Yuki Tsunoda. That's not a bad lap from Browning. No, that is not bad from the rookie. Not bad at all. If you are watching the live stream, please do smash a like on the video. It really does make a huge difference to the success of the channel, and it also might tell a few more people that we're here, we're doing it. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, I would be very, very grateful. That would be brilliant. The more likes we get in the stream, the more YouTube goes, hey, maybe we should show it to some more people. Maybe we'll get more people on it. That's that. It's crazy how it works. So if you don't mind doing that for me, that would be brilliant. Unless you think it's awful, and then don't. But I think the graphics alone deserve a like. The upgrades, baby. So Leclerc, P1 now, on the softs. Antonelli, gone just taken P1. He's on the softs. Obviously, we'd expect anyone on the softs with a big advantage. Not a bad lap from Iwasa. Rookie Iwasa in the Racing Bulls on the medium tyre. P6. He's obviously driving Liam Lawson's Racing Bulls car. Not his first time Iwasa in an F1 car. It was last year in Japan and Abu Dhabi. He got some time in FP1. But not bad. P7. Quickest of all of the rookies at the moment. Not too shabby. Destroy Television says, I've got to say, smash the like button. Is that how it works? If I don't say smash the like button, people won't do it. Yeah. Some people were telling me about some hype button that's... you can tell I'm new to this, because apparently there's a hype button soon where you'll be able to hype some stuff. Yeah. DT. I always said to myself, I'm never going to be a YouTuber that says... smash the like button. I want to try and avoid all the cliches, but you can't help but get sucked into it. You can't help but do it. You know, it's like I say it and I'm cringing inside. Smash a like on the video. Oh, it's a bit beggy. I just think, you know, you want to remind people that it's there, but you don't want to get all beggy with it. But yeah, I feel myself cringing sometimes because you got to remind people it's there, because some people watch and go, oh, forget to do it, right? But obviously, I mean what I say. I'm super grateful for anyone that tunes into what we're doing, joins the community and hits a like. I'm so grateful to every one of you, because this is so much fun to do. It's brilliant. And you guys make it fun. It's brilliant. Building a really nice little community. It's so good. Gemma's laughing. So, Iwasa is still the fastest rookie. "25 minutes left. We're coming up to DT's prediction. Oh no, we've gone past it. I think Lindblad just had a moment. Didn't hit the wall, but he did have a moment. No red flag incident, but he had a moment. Paul Aaron's put the Alpine P11 just behind Browning in the Williams. So let's have a look. Crawford still needs to put in a reasonable time, I think. He still needs to go a bit quicker. DT just passed it. DT says, happy to watch you grow. This channel definitely going place in the future. Great stuff. I hope so. I hope so. I mean, it'll be great if it does, because if it actually starts making money one day, we can start doing things like giving away tickets to Grand Prix and stuff. It'll be so much fun. I mean, it's such early days, and I'm so glad to everyone who's got involved early. I mean, I don't think we're even at, I think about 3 months now, maybe just like 90 days, 3 months. So yeah, it's, I couldn't be more happy with how we're all doing, because you know that was always the idea, is to build a community. It wasn't just building a channel, it was just build a community where everyone can hang out, really, share ideas and talk about what's going on in the news, and sort of aggregate the news and sort of and then sort of unpick it all and have our opinions and discuss it. That was what I'm trying to do, and then just keep making it better and better as we go along, right? Keep improving it. Like I say, today's a big day for the channel. We've got live timings, which is it's big. It's a big day, and it's mostly working. But I think that's more not to do with what we've done. I think it's more to do with the feed that comes from where we're grabbing all the data from. And I think that feed gets better as we get to FP2 qualifying. That's what I think. We'll soon find out. Unless it's something we need to change at our end, which we will do. We'll keep improving it. Feed into my tinfoil hat conspiracies. That's what DT says. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's good, because what we do is we see what news is out there, and then we can discuss it, and we can read between the lines, and we can join up the dots, and we can actually, some things some information will be absolutely nailed on, super accurate, and sometimes we're just reacting to the media and all the different parts of the media, whether it's on social media, whether it's reputable sources like journalists on social media, or whether it's articles from Planet F1, F1 Oversteer, Telegraph, whatever. And we aggregate all that stuff and bring you the best stories, and we chat about it. That's literally what it is. And we feed our F1 addiction on a daily basis, and we could all hang out and, chat about it, our favourite sport. It's great. So Leclerc's currently P1, Antonelli P2, Hulkenberg P3, Piastri 4, Tsunoda P5, Ocon P6, Albon P7, Hadjar P8. We've got Vesti P9 in the Mercedes. Quickest of all the rookies now. What tyre is he on? Vesti's out on the soft. Antonelli's on the soft. So we've got a direct comparison here with Vesti and Antonelli. Colapinto, top 10. Not often we see that. It probably helps that there's 9 rookies out there, to be honest. Yuki's P5. Where's Lindblad? Down in P18. Lindblad, struggling to put a time in. And he's on the softs as well. I mean, he is in Max's car, like I say, but Bortoletto's down in P17. You're right, Kyle. It's not looking good for Bortoletto. Why is he doing so badly? What tyres is he on? He's on the hards. Bortoletto's on the hards. And he is going to be a lot. He's going to be 2 seconds slower on the hard. We need to see what he can do on the soft. He's in the pits now. He'll probably come out again on a better tyre, on the medium or the soft. But yeah, Bortoletto's going to be having a horrible day, comparatively. Hulkenberg's gone P3. I mean, we saw Hulkenberg's qualifying in Singapore. It was amazing. It was such a shame what happened to him in the sprint race. Qualified P4 for the sprint race. Ends up in that incident with Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso and Lando Norris, where both McLarens DNF'd. Alonso finds himself in P2 thinking, Christmas has come, and then finds out that he's run over some carbon fibre and he's got a puncture. Crazy. And Hulkenberg, yeah, Oh, here we go. Isaac Hadjar's had enough. Didn't hit the wall though. No red flag incident, but he had enough. Finding the limits there, Isaac. It's a yellow. Yeah. Gal says it's a yellow. Just 18 minutes left of FP1. But you know what? I'm not going to lie. FP1 is always... I'm just glad you guys were with me because, honestly, FP1 is always a bit of a snooze fest. But I like the fact that we're playing games of betting on when the next red flag's going to be. It makes it far more fun. But FP2 will be better, I assure you. All the drivers will be back out. They will be trying to find the limits. We will suffer together, Kyle. Triplex, exactly. Yeah, we will grind. We will grind FP1 out together. And then a little bit later, it's like 11 o'clock UK time. Grab yourself a beer, bottle of wine, have a couple of drinks. You know what? It's late night over here. You may as well have a drink while you're watching it. I think I'll have a beer. Do you know what I really need? I might need a coffee, to be fair. It's not that late. I'm not that old. 11 o'clock is not that late, to be fair. The Vegas one's going to be a challenge, though. That's 4 in the morning. Who's going to get up with me for Vegas? 4 o'clock in the morning. If any one of you guys are in the UK, who is going to be up with me? Hopefully all of you. Yeah, Kyle says, not looking great for Piastri with Ferrari and kick ahead of him. Yeah. Well, you got Hulkenberg and Piastri's on the softs as well. Chef, 11 p.m. Brilliant. Thanks, buddy. That's not too bad. DT will get up. Yeah, but DT, you're in the States. It's not going to be 4 a.m. for you in Vegas, is it? I know, Kyle. Yeah, Triplex is 2 hours ahead of me. So it'll be 6 a.m. And Chef's in Toronto. Right, got you. Brilliant. Oh, so Chef, so you're in Toronto now. That means for my show tonight, it's 11 o'clock. You'll be 1 a.m., right? But Vegas is 4 a.m. for me. That'll be a 6 a.m. one for Chef. 8 p.m. for you. Yeah. Well, we'll all be in it together. Let me tell you. Chef's 5 hours back. So 11 p.m. Oh, I see. So Vegas, it's 11 p.m. You'll be in. Tonight, when it's 11 p.m. for me, it's going to be 6 p.m. for you. Oh, easy. You'll just be having your tea. You'll be having your dinner. Got you. And I'm taking it, Chef, that you actually are a chef. That's not some sort of ironic term. Are you actually a chef? Or is it just that you just like to cook other stuff? Correct. Great. So, Chef, make me jealous. What are you making for your dinner tonight? Is it something brilliant? Oh, you're a proper chef. Cordon bleu. Brilliant. A la carte. Excellent. So I've had some of the best food ever in France. South of France, one of my favourite places. So you're gonna. So I always wonder if you're a trained chef, like a cordon bleu chef, like Marco Pierre White style chef. When you're cooking at home, do you cook like that, or do you just like get beans on toast? Like, do you still? Is it just like doing work, or do you really go all out? Yes, Chef, give us your P1 to P5 predictions. At DT, you're absolutely right. P1 to P5 for the Grand Prix. Tell us what they are. Get them in the chat. Oh, yeah, for family, go all out. Brilliant. Love it. Love it. I do like to cook. I'm not the best cook. I do cook a mean steak, though. I'm pretty good. I do a nice steak. I've got that down. Yeah, I can cook a good steak. And I'm pretty good at like big chunks of meat. And also, I love my slow cooker. I make like, now it's getting wintry and cold here. I do stews. I did a lamb stew on Sunday. It was brilliant. It was so good. Cooked it for like 7 hours and it was just, in the slow cooker. It was unbelievable. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Chef can do the catering for the first F1 Grandstand meetup. We should do that. That's a great idea. Hopefully it can be at a Grand Prix actually. My big picture, my little dream in my head is for this to go well enough that we can all like have like a section at a Grand, like, you know, have a Grand Prix and have our own little hospitality and do something wicked where, you know, everyone can come and, you know, have some sort of like hospitality. It'd be so good. Yeah, Canada's great. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. And we get a load of content as well. Critchy! So Critchy, I'm so glad you're there. So everyone meet Critchy. Critchy is the guy, one of my closest friends, who helped me sort out the live timings. Yeah, and he loves it if there's decent cake. I owe you a lot of cake, Critchy. By the way, Critchy, live time is working. If you have a look at the map, for some reason, we're not getting the cars going round, but I don't think it's our fault. I think it's actually the feed from where we're taking it from. I don't think it's working on that feed. Yeah, Chef says I'm not a predictions guy, but let's say 1 Verstappen, 2 Norris, 3 Russell, 4 Piastri, 5 Leclerc. Hey, that's solid. That's actually DT's predictions. They're solid predictions. Critchy, you need to get your predictions in, son. We need your P1 to 5 for the Grand Prix. Yeah, so Critchy, yeah, we've got live timings, but it's the map isn't the cars aren't moving round. I'll check on FP2 whether it works. I think it might be. I don't think it's us. It might be the feed. We'll have a think about it. But yes, everyone, Critchy is the man who's made all of this happen. The upgrades. He is my Adrian Newey of upgrades. He's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. When it comes to, if you ever need anything from apps, websites, he's a genius. Yeah. Yeah. Critch is having a look. Hey, listen, we might be fixing it on the go here. Brilliant. Yeah, the live time is working, Kyle. We've got that. Yeah, live Leclerc at the top. Live timings are working. Absolutely perfect. Thanks to Critchy. It's just some of the data that's coming through to us. The track that you can see below me, the live data from the track is, I don't think we're receiving that live data. What we're supposed to have is, see where it says Hadjar? We're supposed to see the cars going round. We will have that. Yeah, Ballet TV, Bortoletto 7th. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, hang on. Have we hit a freeze? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, it is working now. Let me just... Give me 2 seconds. Yes, we're back. We got it. Yep, live timings is working. I just needed to refresh it. And also, the clock's ticking down now, so the clock is working properly. So the feed, it is getting better. So now the data that is coming through better. Now we've even got the clock. The clock's working. Live timings are working. Thank you, Kyle. Yes, destroy time. Critchy, brilliant, legend, absolute genius. Lindblad is 5th. Oh, he is as well. Kyle, you noticed it before me. You're right. Lindblad's gone faster than Yuki, but Yuki's coming out on an outlap. That is interesting. Yuki needs to put in a quicker lap than Lindblad. Jeez. Yeah, Triplex made improvements to the improvement. Yeah, exactly. Gritchy, the good lad. Um, yeah, hopefully we can get this track sorted as well. Well, that's good. Clock's ticking down. But it's not. I'm looking at where the feed's coming from, and it's not our fault. The actual track map feed is not. It is not. It's a problem at their end. I wonder whether the track map feed only works for qualifying and race. I don't know. We will find out. Yeah, that's right, Kyle. All of the rookies, bottom eight. Lindblad has put in a stonker. A stonker of a lap. Faster than Ocon, faster than Yuki, Colapinto, faster than Albon. And he's only half a tenth. Well, he's not even actually. He's 2/10 behind Piastri. That's not slow. That's not bad. It's a good lap, that. Yeah. So they're talking about it on F1 as well, Sky F1. Exactly what we're talking about after us, by the way. They're saying about the comparison between Yuki and Lindblad. They're running this. I think they've done it on purpose. They're running the same setup, same tires, to see who is quicker. It's a good idea. It is a good idea. But Lindblad actually, he's showing you the rookies up. Done himself a lot of favours there, Lindblad, for his bid to get that Racing Bull seat from Yuki or Liam, because at the moment we know Hadjar's going to take the Red Bull seat alongside Max Verstappen. You got Liam Lawson and Yuki Tsunoda battling it out for the other Racing Bull seat, because Arvid Lindblad is who Helmut Marko wants in that car. Yeah, I think, Kyle, this has done him a lot of favours. I think the fact that Lindblad has put that time in this FP1, really, because Helmut Marko makes a decision. It's all down to Helmut Marko. He decides who gets to drive. And he is deciding, by the way, his announcement is going to be either during or immediately after the Mexico Grand Prix. So we will know the Red Bull and Racing Bulls lineup after this Grand Prix. That means one of the drivers, Yuki or Liam, have got to drive the rest of the season knowing they haven't got a seat in the Red Bull family. But that does make them available for the available seat at Alpine. So it's going to be quite an interesting time for both of those, actually, for Lindblad or Yuki. Sorry, for Lawson or Yuki. I mean, if it was me, if I had to choose, I would keep Lawson in the Racing Bull seat, to be honest. I'd keep Lawson. I think Yuki's had 4 or 5 years in F1. I think the Lawson's got room to grow. I think we should have seen more from Yuki in 5 years in F1 or 4 years in F1. I think Liam Lawson's got room to grow. So if it was me, I would keep Lawson in the Racing Bull seat, personally. But it's down to the Dark Lord himself. It's down to Helmut Marko. Let's have a look if we've got our incidents window working. No incidents coming through as of yet. No violations. I mean, it's good for Lindblad to put that time in, you know, because his second half of the season in F2 has been pretty disappointing. After he showed such promise at the beginning of the season. And then just went right off the boil. I don't know, it's a mixture of bad luck, a mixture of the rumours about him going to be driving an F1 car this year. It all got to his head. And maybe he just threw him off his game. But he's definitely not been thrown off his game here. Because he's P6 is impressive. For the rookie, that's impressive. In Max's car as well. So the pressure, and if it's set up like Max likes it, it won't be an easy car to drive. It'll have such an aggressive front end. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they will be running a setup that's very close to Max. So yeah, Lindblad, that's an impressive time. Considering nobody seems to be able to drive a car that Max likes. Nobody. So yeah, interesting. Good time for Lindblad. Well done. 3 minutes left. I'm not sure these orders are going to change. Who could? I mean, maybe Piastri. Is he on another lap? He's still out there. Piastri's on an out lap, so maybe Piastri wants to put in a quick lap. He's currently P4. Hulkenberg though, good lap that from Hulk. Just under 4/10 behind Leclerc. Yes, that's Sauber. Hulk showing that form, and but more importantly, he's quicker than Bortoleto. That's the real comparison. Is Hulkenberg again is quicker than Bortoleto, and Bortoleto, I feel he's gone off the boil a little bit. He was showing some amazing race pace earlier on in the season. Then Hulkenberg's really taken him to school again. But you can never underestimate Hulk. Hulkenberg is a very, very good driver. You don't get to racing like over nearly 300 Grand Prix in your career if you're not a good driver. And he is a good driver. It's just he's been with mid to low teams. He just never really got a crack in a top team. But next season it all changes. Audi have got a great power unit. They've got great pedigree, great racing pedigree. So we might see Hulkenberg really compete for some podiums next year. Truthfully. It could definitely happen. Just 1 minute, 38 seconds left of your FP1, which has been a little bit of a snooze fest. I'm not going to lie. You guys have made it interesting and fun, but the actual racing, not great. Lindblad's done giving us something to talk about with a good performance, P6. Piastri's on a lap, but I think he's abandoned it actually. I think he's aborted the lap. Lando Norris just watching from the pit wall. Slight disadvantage for Lando not being able to get out in FP1 to get a feel for the track. But Hulkenberg got the fastest second sector out of anybody. He's on an out lap. Hulk's come out to do... It says he's on an out lap. He's coming out to do another lap, the Hulk. Trying to get one more lap in. So 33 seconds left. So Kyle said Lindblad was on softs, but there were 7 laps old. Really? Even more impressive. Yeah. It's a good time. DT says, I've read teams like Nico because he's very good at communicating issues that can improve the car. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Nico Hulkenberg, I will tell you a story about Nico Hulkenberg. When Nico Hulkenberg hit Formula One, everyone was saying he was the next Schumacher. He was that good. Top teams were raving about him. Then they didn't like the fact that he was very outspoken. Probably because he told the truth. So top teams didn't like to work with him because he was very outspoken. I think over his career, he's learned how to communicate effectively. And I think now he's a brilliant ambassador for a team. Like, he will work night and day to help develop the car. And I think his ego's probably been squashed quite a lot, but he is still quick and he still has that talent that he always had. So yeah, I think it's a very good move for Audi to have Nico Hülkenberg for their first season in F1. I think he's going to be a great asset to the team. So yeah, it's going to be good. So it looks like this is what it's going. This looks like it's going to be your finishing order for FP1. It's going to be Leclerc, Antonelli, Hulkenberg, Piastri, Bortoletto, Lindblad P6, excellent. Ocon P7, Tsunoda P8, Colapinto P9, Albon P10, 11 is Hadjar, 12 is Alonso, 13 is Iwasa, 14 is Vesti, 15 is Aaron, 16 is Hirosaka, 17 is Iwasa, 18's Browning, 19 Jack Crawford, bit disappointed for him, and Ferrari, Fuco, down in P20. Not really been able to string any lap together there. But that has been your dull FP1. I promise you, you do have to join me for FP2 at 11 o'clock. For 2.5 hours time, we will be back. We'll have more live timings. Hopefully, even the map will be working, provided that F1 are giving us that feed. And yeah, upgrades everywhere at F1 Grandstand. But FP2 will be a lot more exciting, I'm sure, and we will get a much better idea of where the teams are. So please come and join me then. I will be here with my coffee or a beer. I will see you all then. Ta-ta.